You never get video postcards from me. You don't even know that I do this with people. Hi, Nick. Hi. So currently you're tripping. I would not say you're tripping your balls off. You're just tripping. And based on my past experiences with psilocybin, I would say that you're on deck for a really long, enjoyable, pleasant night, and you're going to have a really good trip. Will you have visuals? They would have kicked in by now if you were going to have them. Why aren't you having visuals? I think atypical antipsychotics get in the way of that for me. And generally, that I'm usually pickled on them all the time means that if I skip a dose one day, it doesn't really, you really need to go clean for a month before you actually do something like this. So do you know what ayahuasca is? That'd be a good thing for you to research. It's an Amazonian hallucinogen. It's two plants. It's a vine and it's the bark of a tree. And what's fascinating is the indigenous peoples all over South America will all tell you the same thing. The plants told them how to do it. And the thing is, the recipe's different from region to region of the Amazon because the same bark and the same vine aren't uniform throughout. So there are actually several different versions of this hallucinogen. But if you want to do it, you must abstain from all Western psychotropic meds for at least a month, because otherwise you won't trip. So if you're not experiencing visuals and you're just getting high, this may just be, okay, this is, if you're going to be responsible about your mental health, then this is what mushrooms are going to be for you. If you're like me and you're willing to take chances with your mental health, then, I can't think of a circumstance where I would want to come off my drugs. But 3 or 4 years ago, I definitely could have thought of circumstances where I would have wanted to come off my drugs. Let's take ecstasy. Great idea. Anyway, so I'm writing you today with a thank you and a request. So the thank you is, in order to say thank you, I have to confess something, which is that I haven't been sure where I stood with you. When it comes to total volume of nobody talks to me more than you do. So I know that you like me. Gavin's he's got a crush on you. So I know that you're a fan of me. But at the same time, there are disconnects where when I need you to be listening to something that's important to me, and what I need is I need to be clear with you and just say, look, right now I don't need any disparagement and I don't need skepticism. I just need understanding, So it was really helpful to have our talk tonight because it was just okay, this really helps me get unconditional friendship. Awesome. Okay, yeah, obviously that's what he's been giving me is unconditional friendship. Awesome. I'm really glad that we cleared that up. That was super helpful for me to understand where you were coming from. So I need a little bit of help with some things. I need to make a different kind of video than I ordinarily make. And I was wondering if you and Seth would be interested in helping me make that video, with the understanding that if I'm successful in terms of fundraising, you guys would be compensated for this. What I'd like to do, since you have a more photogenic couch and living room, is I'd like to open the blinds up in your living room, get in there when the light is best, and have each of you take and run cell phones. And we'll put a chair, I'll sit on the couch, and we'll put Gavin opposite me in a chair, and you and I want to call Seth Sven. Oh my God, Seth is a Sven. He's not Seth, he's Sven. Anyway, if you guys could film the interview what I want to do is I want to explain to investors what it is that I'm trying to do in an interview format. And I want to do something really interesting, which is for the first half of the interview, I only want it to be between me and Gavin. But for the second half of the interview, I want it to be open season. And if you guys have questions that come up that you want that are serious and you really want and you think will add value, then I want your voices in this dialogue too. And the purpose is to explain basically what I'm about and what I'm trying to bring into the world to people who are interested in NFTs. And I also want to talk about how I'm going to create value differently with my NFTs and how it's going to resolve some of the core problems that I see as a macroeconomist fundamentally in what are right now. I mean, I do not think that NFTs are safe investments. I think that they're equities of mass destruction. And I think that if we create enough of a bubble with them, there's going to come a point in time where somebody's going to pull the right wool off of everybody's eyes, and they're all going to realize that everything that they've done is spend billions upon billions upon billions of dollars to own a URL. And when push comes to shove, you've basically thrown your money away. You know, you really need something to show for wealth. That's ultimately what you need. Zeros and ones on bank balance sheets only go so far, you know? So what do you do to impact the value matrix that we operate in as a society in such a way that you can create? I mean, I love creating new financial products. That's the best part about being a macroeconomist, is recommending new financial solutions and creating new financial products. It's so much fun. Because if you stop thinking about money as a serious thing, because you can't think about money as a serious thing, and recognize that, like, we'd all be a lot better if we regarded money as though we were playing a game, you know? So I would like you and Seth to help me with this launch. There's another dimension to this too, and you should understand that during the entire length of time that I spent developing this work and trying to bring it into the world, I have been plagued by this amazing fantasy that all of the people in my life who have walked away from me and who have wronged me will come back to me, and that I'll get to run this company with my friends. That's what I really want to do. And the reason why I talk about these lost friends as much as I do is because I can't stop grieving them, because I need them back to do what I want to do. But the truth of the matter is, Nick, I actually want you in this too. And that would be simple if I stayed in Rochester. But let me tell you, as soon as I have money, Gavin and I are fucking off. But the thing is, you might want to come with me too. Right? Except you got a kid. I need to talk to your ex. Once we're sure that I'm actually going to have money. Because I want to take you with me. I want to hire you. And you're valuable enough to me that I would hire your ex and I would pay to move her to where I want to go. So that there's no custodial issues. Victoria can have the exact same interactions with you and her that she currently has. I'll just pick you both up and move you to a new world. Where do I want to take you? So you've mentioned the Pacific Northwest several times, and let me tell you, baby, it's heaven on earth. It's the best fucking part of the country, without question. Washington, Oregon, and Northern California just can't be fucking beat. The people are phenomenal. The culture is crazy awesome. And the nature is just like, oh my God. So what you don't know, because you haven't gotten past chapter 3 in Stretch Aeon, is that chapter 4 introduces the new girl. And the new girl is Chloe. And if you probably don't remember that the book is dedicated to Chloe. Chloe was murdered. We're going to get that prosecuted. I know who did it. I know who was involved. And I know why she was murdered. The thing that confuses the daylights out of me is like, why didn't you kill me? Why did you just kill Chloe? Is it really because she was 6 hours away? Doesn't make any sense. So what happened? Did you kill Chloe and then did you realize, oh shit, we're not killers? Is that what happened? And then because I mean, like, I don't know. So, why do you want to work for my company? Because at the heart of everything we do is music. I want a music director. I want live musicians working with and training everyone on staff to perform together in various combinations and bands. And there are good reasons for this. There's a lot of indication that working musically boosts productivity and definitely improves team cohesion. So, and I mean, it's just going to boost everybody's moods. And I think if everybody's, I mean, like, what the fuck are people going to make of the guy who wants to clean up the world and whistle while he works doing it, you know? These jobs are going to be terrible. I mean, you know, they're going to be awful jobs. You know, like they're going to be the worst jobs in history. You know, and a lot of people doing them might actually lose their faith in humanity. So we have to do everything in our power to flood everyone who works for us with light every single day. And we're going to do that with a foundation of music and food and gameplay. So what I really want to harness with you is your musical expertise and your background in gaming. And rather than create a position for you outright, I want to recognize that actually, you know, just off the bat, there are 5 or 6 different roles in the company that you'd fit in really well for. So the question is really, you know, where do you want to be? What do you want to be doing? And yeah. So above all, please help me with the video. Please. I'll edit it and everything. But to do this right, I need one camera on Gavin and I need one camera on me so that I can switch back and forth between him and me. And then when you guys start asking questions, I want the camera on you guys too. So, because I want to include you guys in this. So there you go. That's your first video postcard. See what you think of that. Cha, cha, cha.